Hey Maggie, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey Maggie. Hey Maggie. Oh Maggie, you're so fine. Oh, come on, don't you know that song? So we're gonna have a look at this, I don't know whether I might have been abusing the old Razorback. Maggie, might have been a bit, come on. I might have been abusing the old Razorback by doing all that work in high range. I'm pretty sure I was doing it in high range and abusing it. So let's have a look here. Oil started, it felt like it was, I was pushing down on the pedal coming up the last bit of the hill there, steep bit of the hill, and it sort of felt like it had air in the system, you know, like the hydrostatic wasn't quite working right, so that to me looks dirty. Ooh. So it's punched a bit out. Maybe it's not that dirty. It looked dirty when it was in there, but yeah, that looks dirty. That does look dirty. Look at that. That's dirty. I don't like that. So, that needs new oil. But if we're going to do that, we're going to have to do a filter as well. And that filter... What filter? What filter, hey? Where's that filter? Where's the filter? Yeah, that's dumped a fair bit out, isn't it? Dumped a fair bit out. Just there though. It looks like it's, because when I took this off before it was hot and it was that was pretty well right to the top. But that looks black. Look at that. Look at that. What's all that stuff? What's all that stuff? I don't like that. Don't like that going through the transmission. So, where's our filter? Would it be under here? You'd think it might go. I don't know. Where's the filter? This panel can come off. This panel can come off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe that's all. And a couple of, oh Jesus Christ, that's been dumping oil out, isn't it? How are we going to do this? We need a ramp, don't we? Engine oil every 100 hours, oil filter every 200 hours. Jeez, I'd love to know what we've done so far. So that's a fair bit of oil's come out there. That's the max, and that's the min line down there. Yeah, that's pretty, smells pretty ugly, you know. It smells pretty ugly. Right, should I? Jeez, you don't want to be working on it the first time, first trip out sort of thing, I suppose, but see, I'm not going to replace that without replacing the filter, and I think it probably still needs another flush anyway. I think I'd be better off replacing 2 lots of filters. I might not be able to get anything done this weekend. So there's the pump by the look of that there, you know, yeah. There's the pump, and somewhere it's going to have a filter. How are we going to do this? What a big ass ramp have we got? Feels like that's probably going to break. You'll be right, mate. You'll be right. Good job. Should we go two? We go two, Mags? You tell me if I'm doing anything unsafe. Oh, jeez. It's amazing what you can do one-handed once you start making YouTube videos. Do you want to watch this from afar? It's going to be a far from good. Don't fall. You watching me, Maggie? Keep an eye on me. Try that. There we go. Now let's see if we can see under here. See what we can see. Oh, it's all wet. I can't see shit. Oh, that's a big whopper chopper blade, isn't it? Eh? That's a big whopper chopper blade. Oh, man. Oh, I think I'm going to have to try and work out where this filter is. Alright, so I'm going under. Can't see nothing there. You see anything there? I think this whole back thing has to come off. Maybe that as well. So I got maybe, I don't know if that needs. That might not need to come off, but it might be better if it does, maybe. So we got I feel like I want to take that off so I can see what we got. Looks like that's been off. It has been off. It used to go there. It used to go there. We're going to get a tool. it's off. That's how you do it. Where's the filter? What's that? What's that do? Well, it looks like it's been oily for a while. Looks like that's been oily for a while, you know. Really want to flush that, but we're really gonna have to just chuck some oil in and... Oh, what's that? Is that supposed to have a nut on it? What does that do? What's that? That little cartridge. Is that a... Could that be an oil filter? Maybe it is. He's going to do some more research. Get some oil for this bloody, I reckon there's something wrong with that. I reckon the old hydrostatic transmission, I mean, that shouldn't have boiled over like that. And that's pretty dirty in there. Look at that, all dirty there. And when it was bubbling up, it was black. So I would say we're going to look into doing something about it. Come, Max. No need to sniff dirty old oil. Let's get some fresh stuff in there. I don't think it's supposed to have 5 W50. It's supposed to have 20 W50. What's this one? That's 20 W50. That one's 20 W50. That's good to know. Let's go and get... That's probably all we need, actually. And I need a little bit to top it up. I don't know what's been put in there, because they told me it was 5 W50, and it's not supposed to be that according to the books and according to the distributors. So, you know. Did you get it? That was a vine going sideways, Max. Did you get it? You stink a bit, eh? I don't think we'll close the windows tonight. I was planning on going down there too, you know. I think we need a little bit of maintenance on this thing. Max, Maggie. Oh no, you hold on. You hold on. Woohoo! It's fun, eh? It's good fun. Yeah, but I reckon we need a little bit of maintenance. A little bit of maintenance on the head on this thing. I think you can't really do much about the transmission. See, look what we've been down there. That's where we've been. We did one run down there. 2 runs up here. Hey, look at that. But when I found that information in the Japanese book, it was talking about. Are you listening? Yeah. It was talking about how the one with the charge pump, the good top of the line model, it has the reservoir and the charge pump, you know, to make sure that the hydrostatic transmission doesn't cavitate. And yeah, you get a bit of stuff in your eyes there, mate. And then the other one doesn't have that, right? So in the Japanese book, there was a book that said that the hydrostatic transmission with the charge pump, you follow me? Yeah. It will last 1,000 hours, but the other one, it's only good for 300 hours. You know. So it could be that it's just shot. That might be just normal if you haven't got the good charge pump on there, which, you know, forces a bit of, makes sure that there's no air floating around in there. Holy shit, I am boring, aren't I? Okay, well, what if we go and find a mouse to chase or something? What about that? Huh? I'll find a mouse to chase. Let's go. Let's go and see if we can find some oil. What's in this one? 10W30? No. Oh, 20W50. I reckon I should have had. We got a couple of those. Oh, I got a couple of those ones. What's that one at the back there? That's going to be tricky there too. I can stand on that. Yep. What's that? Gulf Western. Can't even read. Got to take it out in the light to read, you know. What sort of life is this if you can't, your eyes don't work anymore? 20W50. I'll take that with me. Is that the same as this one? Yeah, it is. I got two of those the same. See if we got any other 20W50. 20W30 is no good. Semi-synthetic. It's 90. 85 on first gear lube. That'll do, I think, Mags. Time then. Better go back and get the washing off. Somehow that's exciting. Look at that, look at that. Look at the smile on you, eh? Smiley dog. Alright. Yeah, I know. Come from the shed. So we've done a couple of runs through here. Did you see done a run through here? Did a little run through here. That's not bad. Done a couple of circuits there, just up and down around here. So really haven't done much. Done. It wouldn't even been half an hour. And we did a little bit. Did we, Mag, up here? We did this piece here. That piece there. And we did this piece here. And then we did a little run, one run down there. Did we do one or two? No? Oh, it looks like just one. Might have just turned down that one. We came up here. This is when it started probably playing up a little bit, I suppose. Going up the hill. Actually, that wasn't too bad up here. We were still at 2-wheel drive. Charging through this. Went through all that sickle pod like nothing, eh? Went through all this. One run through there. And this is where we had trouble coming up. We had to put it in 4-wheel drive, but that wasn't really the problem. It started sort of cavitating, sounding funny. Right about here. Got to the top though. We came round. It was making a bit of a noise. It was making a bit of a noise, wasn't it? Yeah. To the trained ear. It was making a bit of a noise. So, and we noticed there was bubbling out the side there. Alright. Alright. Let's find out about these transmissions, eh? You want to find out? Should we do a transmission? Oh, I'll tell you what. Whatever you say, Maggie. Whatever you say. I'll do what you say. Do you want to go and get the washing off? Alright, let's go and do that.
What